What's up, everybody? It's your girl, MsDjDriver. Thank you for coming on to the channel. Thank you for clicking this video and taking the time out to hear what I got to say. I'm gonna just jump right on into it. I'm not gonna make this too long. I just got on break and I'm gonna go here in the house in just a sec. But I wanted to share this information with you guys, something that just happened to me, and I wanted to share my experience and maybe help some folks out, right? So just a little back information. I had an experience with a restaurant here in my area, and two restaurants, but in particularly the one restaurant, I felt discriminated against, and I felt unfairly treated. And from day one with this restaurant, I never do anything. I never did anything to provoke anybody. I'm always polite and courteous. I try my best to be, to represent whatever I'm doing the best of my ability. And so I went in here and the guy was just kind of rude, nasty, rude, or how do you call that? Like nice, nasty. That's what I'm looking for. And I had a witness because I was talking to someone in my earpiece here, and the hostess witnessed it. It was written all over her face. Like, she would look, you know how when someone's talking and you look at them, and then based on what they say, you look at the other person like, oh my gosh. So anyways, he caught that he was being a jerk, and he apologized. And I accepted his apology and went out on a limb and gave him the benefit of a doubt and accepted another order from the restaurant, for the next few days or so. So I noticed every time I go into this restaurant, I would get the deaf ear, so to say, or they wouldn't acknowledge me. And it just became like a habit that was just, I don't like the fact that I feel uneasy going into this restaurant at this point. I would try to, they say to pick up at the bar, so I would go to the bar and the guy would just ignore me. And then the manager guy who I had the issue with, the guy who I had the issue with is a manager. Yeah. So he's always there. And so I would make eye contact with them. Hey, picking up a Grubhub, and they'll be like, well, we'll be with you in a minute, or they won't say anything at all. So the very last straw was they made me wait an extra long time, like 30 minutes. I even had another order, and I told him, the manager, I said, hey, if it's going, because he came to me, he's like, well, it's going to be a while. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I have to drop another order off right over the bridge. And when I say over the bridge, I'm literally talking like literally over the bridge. I'm not going into another city, so to say. It's just, it's the beach area from where I am. And I needed to go into the beach area to drop off the other order. He said, well, if you think you're going to be back in 15 minutes, then, it's your call. Like, he said it sarcastically, smart, and everything. So I'm like, all right, cool, bet. So I go out to the car, and I just had a bad feeling. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to do it, because I just got a feeling this guy might, do something crazy. So I went back inside, and I waited, and he walked past him. He was like, whoa, that was quick. Did you do it in 15 minutes? I'm like, no, I just decided to stay. He said, okay. 15 minutes went by. 20 minutes went by, 25 minutes went by. Now I'm talking to Grubhub on the phone. Grubhub pretty much was calling after I explained everything to them. They called the restaurant, and this was the Grubhub representative's response. We put fire under them. I thought that was pretty hilarious. So I knew it was true, because I can see him on the phone, and then he immediately turns and looks at me to see what I'm doing, right? So then he gets upset and he talks with the bartender, and then I guess this is what strikes the extra 5 minutes of wait. So they finally give me the order. I go out and I have the representative to call me. I don't know if you guys know you can do that. When you're texting Grubhub, you can have them, ask them to call you, and they will. So they called me, and I explained the situation, and I put them on what is called the ban list. Yes, there's a ban list that Grubhub offers to the riders or the drivers, as well as the restaurants. So just as I've always heard of restaurants being able to ban drivers. Well, we have that same luxury of being able to ban restaurants. Now, what this means is you may still even get a call to go to that restaurant, but you are no longer obligated to go. Once you make Grubhub aware of the situation, and it's especially if it's something that's repeated, by all means, always reach out to them and let them know. They would rather you tell them than for you not to, and then all of a sudden, you got this issue and it's been ongoing, but they don't know that because you didn't tell them, and then it works for you because you don't want them to you don't want to put yourself in a situation to whereas the restaurant sabotages you, in your job. So let them know. They'll create a ban list for you. Now, don't go crazy with it. If it's something that can be worked out or worked around, and maybe it's just this one employee that's getting on your nerve, then by all means, just speak to the manager of that restaurant. You can still inform your specialist or care or whatnot if you feel like it does need to go that far. But just to make sure all your bases are covered. So make sure you got that ban. If you can work it out with them, then work it out. If not, do the ban list option. That way, when you do get that call, just like I got today, I got a call to go to one of my banned restaurants, and I only got two. But I called them and they reassigned it without penalty to me. So that's the beauty or the luxury of having that ban list. That order can get reassigned and it will not affect you if you are on the block. If you're not on blocks, then obviously, it won't matter to you. You just, just decline it or whatnot. But if you don't have that luxury of being able to pick up the calls that you need and make the amount of money that you need off of blocks, and you have to be on the blocks, then I try to make it as simple and easy as possible. I don't need any other added stresses to that. And this definitely helps. All right. And even if the call comes back twice, because sometimes it will reroute back to you, call him again. It came to me twice. As soon as he removed it, it came back. So the second time, the guy saw, and he even waited with me while it got reassigned to someone else just to make sure it didn't go back to me. And that helped a lot. So, these platforms, or at least Grubhub, is in your corner. And they have these solutions and they're willing to work with you. You just got to be willing to work with them as well. And, this is your job. Do it to the best of your ability. Work out what you can work out. Cover your bases and go from there, all right? Nobody should feel uncomfortable going to any situation, especially when you're just trying to get a job done, all right? So that's all I have for today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do leave them in the comment section below. Check the description box for all my links. Visit the website. Check out my Facebook group page. You can type in MsDjDriver or click the link below. I greatly appreciate you guys. If you are not a subscriber, please consider doing so by hitting the subscribe button, and make sure you click that bell for notifications. To all my folks who are already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Like this video, share it, tell a friend, and tell a friend. And you already know, in the meantime, in between time, remember to always love God, love others, and love yourself. I'm out. Peace.